2025 has been a year for the books. My name is Misha Blameyer-Farish, and I'm your host of the GSD Factor podcast. Over the past 4 years, the GSD Factor podcast has featured 100 incredible conversations with GSDers from around the world. Visionaries, entrepreneurs, innovators who are doing the work and getting shit done. This year, we took Stepping Into Your Extraordinary to new heights and launched our mini-series, Get Shit Done in a Flash. Each conversation reminded us that getting shit done isn't just about achievement. It's about growth, grace, and grit. So let's celebrate the best of 2025 and all the extraordinary ways we've shown up together.
To all the founders and all the women, my only piece of advice is be true to yourself. Be authentic. I think deep inside, we all know our deepest desires and deepest why, like that's your why. So if your why is strong enough, you will get shit done.
It's really hard to pivot when we have everything figured out. It's really hard to pivot when we fill the space with all of the things. And so the most beautiful things in life grow from having that space and just left alone with my thoughts and all of that space that I realized, wait, I can have so much more impact.
You never know what type of impact that you may have on someone. Even if it's the smallest gesture, you never know how that turns into a big life impact on someone else. I like to say that our small deposits of positive influence turn out to be big blessings for someone else. It's just a ripple effect in a sense.
It kind of goes back to that this is a skill set, the same way that you learn how to walk, the same way you're going to learn to read. Like it takes time. It's not something that happens automatically. That's the same thing when it comes to networking. And I still don't like going to large events. I can do it. I don't like doing it. And I've gotten good at it because I've learned what works for me. And I think that's one of the other things to remember is that what works for me may not be the exact same thing that works for you. Everybody is slightly different on what their needs are. There's no one size fits all for network. And I really want people to understand that because I think it's another myth.
It's like buying a boat, right? The day you buy that boat, the day you take that investor check is the best day of your life. And the next best day is the day you sell that boat and the day you sell that startup, right? And that's our thinking about it. It's an incredible thing to have an institutional investor banking on you and betting on you. And there's a lot of pressure that comes with it. It's really important, I think, to know what you're getting into and be prepared to deliver against the expectations you set with them.
The other problem is you need tech talent to solve a lot of these problems. The best software engineers that are graduating from like MITs of the world, they're joining Google, Facebook, even some banks. They're not thinking about insurance. It's just not something that insurance is known for. So they don't attract tech talent. They attract underwriters and actuaries. They're not known to be a hotbed for tech talent, but they don't have the talent to like upgrade them.
Here's a tip that I teach my entrepreneurs is you want to learn how to serve more? Everywhere you go with their service and a name tag, always use their name. As simple as that, you've changed lives. It's a simple thing, and here's the thing, it changes the universe. Stuff like that. And again, I've had people go, oh my God, I had a bad day today. It opens these doors of opportunity to really bring value in serving people you don't even know. And then when you go back in there, they recognize you.
Give them everything. If somebody listens to you to try to give them information from you, there's 3 ways that they're going to take that information. 1, they're going to run with it. Those weren't your clients to begin with, so don't worry, you didn't miss out on anything. Okay? 2, I'm going to try it myself. And when I fail, I'm going to end up coming back to you most likely because you're the one that gave it to me. Now, problem is if you only give them 97% of all the information and you kept the secret sauce to yourself, you're going to look like the a-hole because you kind of bait and switch them. Number 3, they're going to go, that's awesome, but I don't want to have to do it. Will you do it for me?
I hope any listener, if they're in a position to influence, and most of us are, we don't even realize it, just open your eyes, look around. Who in your life are you in a position to influence? Who in your life could you not just speak, but just live life with, or maybe more intentionally invite them in it doesn't take a lot. I think we feel like we have to do big things and we have to say amazing things. It's just be yourself. You are an influence, whether you realize it or not.
Pivots can bring about such growth. It's what you do with it. So for me, that's what it's been about. It's what can I do with the change? And we can either be victims of change or we can be masters of change.
Also, find your people that will remind you who you are, remind you what your why is. The next thing is just put one foot in front of the other. You're not going to know. You're not going to know like 10 steps ahead. You're just not. No one does. There's no secret. No one knows what they're doing more than you. We're all making it up. We're all figuring it out step by step. Write down your to-do list and take one step at a time to cross that off and to remind yourself who you are.
Public speaking is the art of what you're saying and how you say it and the communication aspect. The other aspect is also body language. They say that we have a first impression and make up our own ideas of what someone is like based on those first 7 to 10 seconds. Oftentimes, a lot of that has to do with your body language, how you're walking in, how you're speaking.
I love learning, and I see failure as a learning opportunity instead of something that like gets me down. The journey has just been getting knocked down and then getting back up and taking that next step forward and then getting knocked down again. And every once in a while I take that next step forward and then the staircase becomes an elevator and I like rise to this next level.
Customer discovery is key. What that means is you have an idea, you wrote it on a napkin. I don't really know if this is going to work. While using the business model canvas, you have to do this sort of scientific method of sorts in setting up hypotheses or preconceived notions about why someone would be your customer.
I love the quote by Mark Twain. It says, "The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you found out why." And I think that why enables you to really get stuff done.
If you can come to the acceptance that this is what hard actually feels like, then it's okay. It doesn't have to be so great. If you do choose to go down this quite unusual path and journey for yourself, then that just naturally has to be out of the box of like the ordinary, pathway to life that a lot of people choose. Then it can lead to like excellence and results that a lot of people will never be able to even fathom.
You do have to like tap back into that 5-year-old version of yourself and that wonder and excitement of all the new things that you're learning about, all the things around you. Let's put aside this like dystopian view of what could happen with AI and the bots taking over. Like, we need to like encourage and embrace the fact that we, the human beings, if we can put on the positive hat of our 5-year-old selves and embrace that opportunity of what AI can provide us in a positive way.
We've talked a lot about menopause, but it's also really exciting time in a woman's life. A lot of women decide when they start to go through the stage to do something new, fresh. Just want to encourage to embrace it. It is a challenging time. A lot of women are really excited about this stage of life. It brings a lot of renaissance as well.
It's really hard to embrace the unexpected pivots, but sometimes you're going to find yourself on a path that's even better than you anticipated. You just got to get through the hard.
Every time I attend a hospital party, I walk out and I go, this is the why. This is why we do what we do. We come into the room and we've got a costume character. We've got all this programming and presents and surprises. And here's lunch for mom and dad. We just take away some of that anxiety that these families face. I mean, we serve the pediatric patient, but we're also serving the family.
Myth number 1, you need a PhD. You do not need a PhD to be successful in this space. There's this myth that you have to be a crazy, excited person to be in the investment space. That is not the case. Something my parents have instilled in me is to use business for good. I grew up in LA surrounded by filmmakers and advertisers and a lot of people with big dreams and the desire to create change. I was always looking for a way to tap into social entrepreneurship. How can I use business to create change and improve lives? I was floating around in this mindset that that's what I wanted to do, but I didn't have a narrow scope or idea yet.
I think we need to break into different fields that usually women don't do. So that's where these grants come in with some of the innovative ideas.
No whining, no complaining. Just figure out the game board, figure out your best route, and do it. I'm a continual learner. It's something I pride myself in, but a continual learner is like an LLM. The idea is every day I'm getting new information. I'm feeding it into the system, into the machine. I readjust, I recalibrate. I understand in this moment now, what is it that I have to do? Because this moment is different than yesterday, different than last week.
All right, RC, any final thoughts for our listeners today?
Keep getting stuff done.
As we wrap up this incredible year, I just wanted to say thank you for listening, for growing, and for showing up. Whether you've been with us since day one or just joined us this season, you're a part of the GSD Factor community. Keep dreaming big, keep stepping into your extraordinary, and as always, keep getting shit done.